Here we're asked to find the volume of a cylinder. We're going to use this formula and substitute in our radius and our height. For the first one, it's obvious our radius is 2 inches, our height is 4. And when we multiply these together, we get approximately 50.3. So let's take a minute and think about how we label our answer. 2 squared is saying 2 times 2. So let's just rewrite this, but add our label of inches. So here we see what we're doing is we're multiplying pi times 2 inches, and 4 inches. So inches times inches times inches is inches cubed, or inches to the 3rd power. You are always going to have whatever your label is to the 3rd power or cubed when you are calculating volume. So now let's look at our second cylinder. This one looks very similar. We can see our radius is obviously 2, but we're not sure what our height is. Is it the 4 or the 5? So let's just take a second and think about how you measure the height, like a height of a person. If someone wants to measure how tall I am, I'm going to stand up straight, and you're measuring from my feet to my head, straight up. And you'll see that I'm 5'7". It's not like, oh, later on I'm leaning against a wall and suddenly someone says, no, you're 5'5", but it's because I'm leaning. Height is always straight up from the bottom to the top. So in this case, our height is 4 inches. So when we substitute the radius and the height into the formula, we see the volume is the same. So the volume each of these cylinders can hold is exactly the same, even though they look different. If they have the same height and the same radius, it's the same volume, whether they're standing straight up or if they're slanted.